As you can see, Noggin is having a well-earned rest. It's Sunday the 19th of February, and this is the next part in the refit of the kitchen, and I'm going to show you how far it's got. It's beginning to look quite good, so I think I'll just take you through to the kitchen and we'll have a look. Here. So we'll start with the floor. The floor has now been screeded, or most of it's been screeded, not all of it. It's a very seriously thin layer of screeding. Nothing at all like the ones that I saw on YouTube. So they've done part of that, and there's a bit more of it yet to do. And here we go. That is the kitchen sink unit. Haven't taken the polythene off the door handles yet, but that's for obvious reasons. And as I explained in one of my previous videos, I've never had a brand new kitchen sink ever, so this is my very first one. Nice mixing tap. The problem is that actually the water going into the bowl splashes like mad. I don't know whether you can see this, but they're sort of they look like taps, you know, the little move taps like you would have in a hospital. So they're like that. These are the 3 rows of tiles, obviously, and above is the part that has yet to be decorated. That is now my responsibility, because I decided I would take some vouchers for the painting rather than have all white gloss doors. I didn't want white gloss doors at all. And you recognise that as being the electrics there. This is the start at the top. It's not coming out the right colour as I can see on the video, but it's actually more of a cream colour. And this is one of the little units, a little titchy unit here, stuck there like that, because you're not allowed to have it above the stove, and you're not allowed to have it above the kitchen sink, as I've already said before. However, these are quite nice units because they have the backs on them. They're quite good. Well, I think they're very good quality. Everything they've used in the kitchen seems to be good quality. I've not cleaned it all out yet, but we'll get to that as and when. So let's have a bit of a look as to what we are. You've obviously seen some of it. The tiles now go all the way round. The tiler was very good. He came and put in the tiles and also grouted all on the same day. This is a nice long worktop with 2 sets of plugs, which will be really useful. The space below for the fridge, deep freeze, etc. Now I understand that there's a specific size that they have to work to when they fit the kitchens, and they have to leave specific sizes of space for the next tenants as and when that happens. So that's why the partition is where it is, rather than necessarily having one perhaps at one end and one at the other end. So that actually, the deep freezer is going to go in there, but there's a little bit of extra space, or there will be. So with these, this is a single cupboard, quite nice, and this one just happens to be a double one, and they've actually put in, and I suppose you can see there's a little catch there, so that it stops the shelf above from drooping. So there you go, there's all that. That's how it looks. I don't know whether I can come in close enough so you can see. It's a sort of a speckled, in fact that's quite good, that seems to be about the same sort of colours. It'll be a bit out of focus, I'm afraid, but there's nothing I can do about that. And these are a similar sort of speckle on the tiles, and obviously the idea was, and they do actually look a lot better together in reality than they seem to be coming out on this video. So we've got part of the floor done, part of it is screeded, most of it is screeded, but there's an area here around the stove that hasn't been done. I understand that they're coming in on Tuesday to finish off screeding. It takes about 2 hours for the stuff to go off, and then they will then be either laying the floor, which are vinyl tiles, either on Tuesday or possibly Wednesday. I forgot to take the stepladder out of there, so that bit got missed, but there again he didn't have any more of the screeding stuff to put down. It comes in a big pail. They mix it up before they actually turn up here, and they do that, and then they just sort of spread it over very, very thinly with a sort of a spreader thing that they have to do it. So that's all quite nice. And the overall effect, really, quite frankly, at this particular point is superb. It's now really beginning to look quite good. That big space there is for the washing machine. All under here, all these brand new, got lovely runners on those. This is warped, this particular door. It's I don't know whether it's going to get replaced. The trap there for the sink needs to be replaced because unfortunately I didn't get one. It didn't come in the pack with the sink, and I've got another nice big drawer here, which for cutlery. I've already checked and discovered that that will be ideal for the cutlery that I've got. So there we are. So now you can see. So how does this compare with what we've got on the plan? Well, as you can see here, that's the kitchen sink, and there's a tiny little unit there. The stove, of course, that's that little bit of worktop there, and that's the boiler, and this, and it all sort of comes together suddenly, as it should do. And does it look something like this? Well, yes, I think it probably does. It's not quite the same colour in the booklet here, but it's not far off. So there we go. So there you are, that's how far we've got. We've got a little bit more to do. There's not much more to do now. It's a case of they've got to finish off and lay the floor, and then they will come and check it, inspect the whole thing, and then sign it off when everything has been completed. There are a few little jobs that still need to be done, and the final electrics and a little bit more woodwork. And then when that's all been done, then they will sign it off for me, so that will be sometime this coming week, certainly by Friday, and then it's up to me to get and do the emulsioning and do the walls and the ceiling and so forth, and then look at doing a bit more gloss work on all the doors. All these will have to be redone, and so I can get that finished off. So there we are. That's how far we've got. So there you go.